scarf on the yellow line. Wind caught the threads like a last goodbye. Footprints fading in dust and rain. Your shadow lingers but won't explain. The motel key still in my coat. Room 17 where silence rode. The things we swore we'd never say now echoes how where you walked away. Love scattered on the road we took, left behind like a torn out book. Each mile bleeds the truth we hid. Hearts like glass where fate once slid. I chased your voice through midnight smoke, but it faded fast and finally broke. We wrote a song, then let it corrode, and now it's love scattered on the road. Stained my cigarette pack. Still smells like June, still pulls me back. I sleep in shirts that still feel warm, but ghosts don't hold through thunderstorm. I pass the diner we used to haunt. The waitress still asks what you want. I smile like liars do with grace, then crumble slow in your empty place. Love scattered on the road we took, left behind like a torn out book. Each mile bleeds the truth we hid. Hearts like glass where fate once slid. I chased your voice through midnight smoke, but it faded fast and finally broke. We wrote a song, then let it corrode. Now it's love scattered on the road. Still bleeding through these worn out prose. Still chasing love scattered on the road. We're still chasing love. Still chasing love. Scattered on the road. The ink still bleeds on pages torn, a story caught in a ghostly storm. Words unspoken, shadows cast, echoes of a love that couldn't last. You haunt the corners of my restless mind, like whispered secrets left behind. The clock ticks slow on broken time, holding on to what's no longer mine. These unfinished tales we wrote in pain, fighting shadows in the pouring rain. I'm lost inside a faded frame where your voice calls, but I can't change the game. Still searching for a way to mend the story that refuses to end. or yesterday, where silence screams what words betray. Your silhouette in the fading light, dancing just beyond my sight. Promises like glass, they break and fall, scattered memories down the hall. I reach for you through empty space, but find only a cold embrace. These unfinished tales we wrote in pain, fighting shadows in the pouring rain. I'm lost inside a fading frame, where your voice calls, but I can't change the game. Still searching for a way to mend the story that refuses to end. Still drawing breath between the living and the death. I hold the chapters torn apart, a fragile book of a broken heart. These unfinished tales I'll carry on till the last word is finally gone. But until then, I'll wear this pain, the story that the chair still leans like it knew your shape. Coffee stains where your lips would wait. This house is filled with your ghost and dust, and I talk to echoes I still trust. Every hallway holds a breath I can't reclaim. Even light feels like it forgot my name. Everything feels foreign now, like I woke up in someone else's vow. Your laughter's gone, but it still surrounds, in every silence, in every sound. I'm a stranger to my own sky since you said goodbye. Lights flicker like they miss your hand, and I walk through dreams I can't withstand. The mirror blinks but won't reflect a face that time chose to forget. Every morning plays a cruel charade. I dress my grief and call it brave. Everything feels foreign now, even my breath, don't know how. I whisper your name in rooms you've never seen, haunted by love and the mind. sleep in corners we never claimed, wearing the shadow of your name. I'm a stranger to my own sky, still asking why. Since you said goodbye, since you said goodbye, since you said goodbye. Stood behind your laughter's glow, a shadow where the brave don't go. You looked through me like morning glass, so close but always letting me pass. I memorized the way you breathe, each word you spoke a falling leaf. I held your name like sacred dust, too tender for a world unjust. And every time you touched his hand, I built my silence like a dam. 'Cause I loved you quietly, in corners where you couldn't see. No billboards, no parade, just prayers that never made the blade. I held my heart behind my tongue and kissed your shadow when days were done. You told me dreams you couldn't chase, I carved them deep into my grace. You cried and I just wore your pain like rain that knows it can't explain. I sang to walls and hollow halls, wrote songs you'll never hear at all. You smiled and said I was your light, not knowing I died every night. And when you fell in love with him, I bid my voice and learned to swim. 'Cause I loved you secretly, like a star that hides beneath the sea. No vows, no flame to show, just echoes in the afterglow. I watched you bloom in someone's spring, while winter grew inside my wings. I wrote your name on every moon, then let the ink bleed out too soon. If loving loud would drive you far, I'd choose the quiet where you are. So I loved you quietly, no candle lit for you to see. A secret carved in dust and bone, a song that's meant to die alone. You'll never know what you have been, the war I lost without a sin. I loved you like the stars love dark, silently and from afar. Sounds like thunder, but none explain. A silent riot behind these eyes, caught between truth and desperate lies. You reach for shadows I can't touch, tracing lines that mean too much. These feelings burn where no one sees, a haunted flame that never frees, lost in the silence, unheard, unseen. A fragile heart caught in between. Echoes drown in empty halls, my voice a ghost that softly calls, trying to speak in riddles and smoke, but all that's left are words unbroke. You reach for shadows I can't touch, tracing lines that mean too much. These feelings burn where no one sees, a haunted flame that never frees, lost in the silence, unheard, unseen. A fragile heart caught in between. Still I go a prey. If I could paint the scars inside, would you stay or turn the tide? A broken mirror holds my face, fractured soul I can't replace. Are you dispelled of me, Ulysses? Denying wars I'll never win. These feelings burn where no one sees, a haunted flame that never frees, lost in the silence, unheard, unseen. A fragile heart caught in between. Whispered fires beneath the skin, a war I'll never win, a rover out between. Ashes of a love once burned, trace the lines where bridges turned. Beneath the rubble, hearts still beat, Fragile pulses, bittersweet. I walked through storms with open hands, felt the silence of shifting sands. But in the wreckage, something grew, a tender flame breaking through. This is love after the scars, a whispered hope beneath the stars. Though the wounds run deep and wide, I'm learning how to stand inside. Love that's bruised but still alive, a second chance to survive. Echoes haunt the empty halls, where shadows linger, darkness calls. Yet in the quiet, soft and slow, new roots find ways to grow. Every tear that stained the past built a bridge too strong to last. And in the healing's fragile glow, I find a way to let you know. This is love after the scars, a whispered hope beneath the stars. Though the wounds run deep and wide, I'm learning how to stand inside. Love that's bruised but still alive, a second chance to survive. That still shine a light breaking through. Trace the skyline with fingertips, drunk on the blush of moonlit sips. Your hand was fire, mine was faith. We danced where silence dared not wait. But seasons bend and time betrays. What bloomed in gold now drifts in grace. Traces through the heart still lay. Every vow, every breath we take, I wore your name like holy thread. Even when love turned quiet and bled, I found your letters in the rain, blurred by salt spilled out in pain. We were a hymn without refrain. The candles glow, consumed by flame. I begged the dusk to make you stay, but dawn has its own cruel way. Traces We carved our names on midnight's fragile glass, whispered secrets fading in the morrow's pass. The fire that burned now dims to embers glare, a silent vow caught in the hollow air. I reach through shadows where your ghost remains, tracing echoes of our bittersweet refrains. Love turned to prayer beneath the waning light, a quiet hope to guard you through the night. Though you're gone, I speak your name in silent air, a sacred wish, love transformed to prayer. The words we never said lie buried deep beneath the tides of time, they softly weep. I hold the space where your heart used to be, a sacred shrine of what was meant to be. I reach through shadows where your ghost remains, tracing echoes of our bittersweet refrains. Love turned to prayer beneath the waning light, a quiet hope to guard you through the night. Though you're gone, I speak your name in silent air, a sacred wish, a love transformed to prayer. Love turned to prayer beneath the waning light, a quiet hope to guard you through the night. Though you're gone, I speak your name in silent air, a sacred wish, a love transformed to prayer. The clock hands frozen bitter truth, a silence thicker than the years. I walk the halls of fading youth, unarmed against the tide of tears. Your shadow lingers in the frame, a portrait cracked by whispered lies. I never packed a bag for pain, or packed my soul to say goodbye. I was never prepared for goodbye. No script to read, no last embrace, just hollow echoes and unsaid lies. The empty space you left in place. If love's a flame, then I was blind to see the smoke before the fire. Now I'm left chasing what I can't find. I was never prepared for goodbye. but still I hold the flame I chase. Broken glass beneath my feet, but I won't let this heart retreat. I'm standing in shadows for love's fight, holding on in the dying light. Through every wound, through every fall, I rise again. I give my all. No promises made, no easy way, just a soul that won't betray. Whispers haunt the corners of my mind, but your voice is the tie that binds. In this battlefield of hope and pain, I weather storms to see you again. Broken glass beneath my feet, but I won't let this heart retreat. I'm standing in shadows for love's fight, holding on in the dying light. Through every wound, through every fall, I rise again. I give my all. No promises made, no easy way, just a soul that won't betray. I'm standing in shadows for love's fight, holding on in the dying light. Through every wound, through every fall, I rise again. I give my all. No promises made, no easy way, just a soul that won't betray. For love, I stand unbroken, unafraid. I found your voice in the crack of dawn, lurking between the still and the gone. Your shadows curled in my favorite chair, but your warmth's no longer there. I lit a candle for the years we lost, watched the flame blink through the frost. Love once bloomed where silence grows, now the wind hums where no one knows. And I was the verse you never sang, a name erased when the church bells rang. You kissed me like the world might end, but left before the light could bend. I'm standing in the echo of a long forgotten love. We carved our names on the window pane, like smoke through a broken floor. I held on tight to a dream undone, but stars don't stay when the night won't come. I sleep beside your memory's trace, cold as the moon on a stranger's face. I was the vow you never kept, a song half played before you left. You danced through fire and pulled away, left ashes where the love should stay. And now I breathe what's not enough, the dust of a forgotten love. Your name across the sky, but it faded with the morning cry. I was the verse you never sang, a name erased in the pouring rain. You held me once, then walked beyond, like a ghost with a borrowed song. Now I walk with what I dreamed of, the ghost of our forgotten love, our forgotten love. Dusty pages turned by weary hands, stories inked in shifting sands, a tale half whispered in the fading light, promises broken like glass in the night. We carved our names in the bark of time, the words dissolved, lost their rhyme, a fragile thread that frayed too soon, caught in the shadow of a restless moon. This unfinished tale keeps burning inside, a ghost that lingers when the world's gone blind. We chased the dawn, but fell to the past, love like a shadow that couldn't last. And I'm still holding on to what never was, a story suspended between hope and loss. Echoes haunt the corners of my mind, silent screams that won't unwind. You left the ink dry on an empty page, trapped between fury and fading rage. If we're just fragments of what could have been, why does the pain feel like a win? A shattered mirror reflecting us, pieces scattered in the dust. This unfinished tale keeps burning inside, a ghost that lingers when the world's gone blind. We chased the dawn, but fell to the past, love like a shadow that couldn't last. And I'm still holding on to what never was, a story suspended between hope and loss. Maybe someday the pages will turn, lessons learned from the scars that burn. But until then I'll walk through the flame with your whispered name, still calling my name. love healed us all alone. We built a dream just to watch it fall, a silent echo down a forgotten hall. Still holding on to what never was. Our story, an endless call, an unfinished tale, lost between love and loss. You left your silence on my windowsill, like a ghost that breathes when the night stands still. The bed still holds your shape in the sheets, but your warmth walked out with your heartbeat. The whiskey doesn't blur your name, it carves it deeper in fading light. I wear your memory like a bleeding ring. It shines, it stings, it says everything. This wounded heart beats in black and gold, a story untold but far too old. I gave you the stars, you gave me the rain. Now I'm dancing in thunder, soaked in your pain. Can't fix the cracks with yesterday's glue, still bleeding now, the love I gave you. There's a map of us drawn on my skin. Every scar's a place you've been. You spoke of forever with a liar's tongue, left me holding songs that won't be sung. I lit every bridge you set on fire and watched them burn like funeral pies. But your ashes sleep in my open hands, the part of you that still understands. This wounded heart won't learn to lie, it still writes you into every sky. I gave you my soul in a rusted frame. You signed it in tears, then whispered my name. Now every echo cuts straight through a song of a man you never knew. Yeah. You were the spark and I was the flame, but the smoke spelled out a different name. Now I stand in the ruins, dressed in regret, a love I remember, a truth you forget. This wounded heart keeps dragging chains through empty streets and midnight trains. I gave you the best, you broke the rest. Now your ghost won't let me forget. I'm torn between the then and the true, still bleeding now, the love I gave you, still bleeding now. The love Your skin still fits like yesterday's sky, but your eyes look through me when I lie. We breathe the same air, sleep the same bed, but silence screams louder than the words we never said. I trace the outlines of a love grown thin, like drawing veins on a paper-thin skin. Your hands don't shake when they touch my spine. You hold me like someone that isn't mine. I'm a stranger in your arms tonight, familiar shape lost in borrowed light. You kiss me like a prayer gone dry, a ritual we do but don't know why. Tell me, baby, when did we lose the flame? I'm lying next to you, but not the same. Used to laugh through midnight storms. Now we talk like weather, dry and warm. You hold my hand like it's a chore, and I still ache for the way it was before. The mirror shows a face you used to crave. Now I'm a name you pretend to save. We're ghosts rehearsing the old refrain, sleeping close but miles away. I'm a stranger in your arms tonight, wrapped in the echo of faded delight. You say I love you through gritted grace, but there's a shadow living in your face. Tell me, darling, when did your heart refrain? You hold me close, but I feel the change. Trace stars on my back, now it's just cold space. I'm a stranger in your arms tonight. No map leads home from this quiet fight. Your touch is there, but your soul is gone, and I keep hoping I'm wrong. But I'm fading in your fading charm, still a stranger in your arms. Still a stranger in your caught in the same old shadow, dancing circles on broken ground. Your silence speaks louder than thunder, echoes where my hope's not found. Fingers trace the scars we hide in the dark. The past still breathes, every word left unsaid between us, a ghost that never leaves. Trapped in the same shade of pain, where love and sorrow both remain. Falling deeper in a hollow flame, we're prisoners of the past, lost in the same. I reach for light behind your eyes, but find the storm I can't outrun. Caught in a web of broken promises, a battle lost but never here we stand, unspoken captives of a love that won't move. Trapped in the same shade of pain, where love and sorrow both remain. Falling deeper in a hollow flame, we're prisoners of the past, lost in the same. Words get tangled in the web beneath my ribs. Quiet storm that never learns to live. My voice is just a shadow lost in endless night, a ghost that hides from dawn's relentless light. I wear the silence like a second skin, a fortress built from all the hurt within. Every glance a language left unspoken, a heart imprisoned, forever broken. The heart that can't speak screams in silent waves, drowning in the depths of the words it never gave. A war inside that no one sees, the quiet agony of a soul on its knees. I trace the scars of conversations never had, echoes of a love that turned to ash, so sad. Between the lines where truth and lies collide, I'm lost in the silence where my secrets hide. Your eyes, they search but find no sound, a hollow space where feelings drown. If only I could break this quiet spell and tell the story my heart won't tell. The heart that can't speak screams in silent waves, drowning in the depths of the words it never gave. A war inside that say what it's held inside all along someday. Ink bleeds slow on a weathered page, tracing shadows of a restless age. Words left hanging on the edge of dawn, a melody drowned before it's born. Every sentence like a fading star, burning bright but never far. This love's an unfinished line, written in whispers and stolen time. A story that haunts the quiet night, lost between wrong and right. I'm chasing ghosts in a fading light, a song that never finds its flight. Broken chords beneath the silent sky, notes that tremble but never die. Echoes caught in a trembling breath, a love that lingers beyond regret. Every sentence like a fading star, burning bright but never far. This love's an unfinished line, written in whispers and stolen time. A story that haunts the quiet night, lost between wrong and right. I'm chasing ghosts in a fading light, a song that never finds its flight. Would the story lead me back to you, or am I bound to this silent rhyme, forever lost in unfinished time? This love's an unfinished line, written in whispers and stolen time. A story that haunts the quiet night, lost between wrong and right. I'm chasing ghosts in a fading light, a song that never finds its flight. Ink still drips on a restless page, love remains untamed, uncaged. I found your smile in a photograph, torn at the edge like the dreams we had. We danced too slow for a world too fast, and love too deep for the moment to last. We were the spark in a pouring rain, two matches lit but struck in vain. Right hearts, wrong clocks, forever's echo in a ticking box. We were fire, we were fate, but we arrived too late. You were the song I never learned to sing, I was the wind that missed your wing. We were perfect in a crooked rhyme, but baby we were love just out of time. You spoke of futures I still dream in, but morning came and stole the feeling. The bed was warm but so alone, Your voice still lingers in the dial tone. Every street I walk recalls your face. Every silence holds your trace. But time, cruel, relentless thief, took you away with no belief. We were fine, we were fate, but we arrived too late. You were the verse my soul composed, but life turned pages we never chose. We were thunder in a sunlit sky, but baby, we were love just out of time. We were love just out of time. I still talk to stars like you're listening. Tell the night what the day keeps missing. If hearts had calendars, we might have stayed, but fate drew borders we couldn't trade. We were fire, we were fate, but the hour's always too late. You were the light I never held. I was the truth you never spelled. We were flawless in a shattered rhyme, but baby, we were love just out of time. Just out of time. The shadows stretch where your arms once lay, a cold reminder of the words we never say. Fingers slip like smoke through cracked glass, a fragile moment that shattered too fast. If I could rewind the broken time, hold you close beneath the fading light. I regret the silence, the hands that didn't stay, the warmth I let slip as you slipped away. If I'd held you longer, could I steal the pain, or would the night still echo your name? Your ghost still lingers in the empty air, a bittersweet song hanging everywhere. The space between us, a hollow refrain, where love's last echo whispers your name. If I could rewind the broken time, hold you close beneath the fading light. I regret the silence, the hands that didn't stay, the warmth I let slip as you slipped away. windowsill, like you left it for the morning chill. Your scent still clings to my favorite shirt, like a ghost that knows just where it hurts. No note, no fight, no slam on the door, just silence louder than before. You vanished like breath on glass, and I'm still staring at the past. I counted all the reasons, but none of them were mine. You took the ending with you, left me stuck in time. You left without a word, no whisper, no goodbye heard, just the echo of your fading heels, and a love I still can't feel. You turned a vow into a scar, and now I don't know who we are. You left without a word, and that silence screams the worst. I still set 2 cups in the sink, still flinch each time I blink. Your shadow stitched into the floor, still waiting like it did before. I play our song but skip the end, can't bear to hear the final bend. Even my mirror won't look back, it knows you're gone and won't come back. The photos lie with smiles intact, but no one sees the heart you cracked. You left without a word, no whisper, no goodbye heard, just the silence of a closing door, and my knees cold on the floor. You turned a love into a curse, now every verse just makes it worse. You left without a word, and now I'm lost in all your Were the laughs ever real? Was I just something to feel? You left without a word, now every sunrise feels absurd. You took your name, you took the light, and left me buried in the night. You wrote the end and burned the page, left me drowning in your cage. You left without a word, and now your silence is my verse. You left without a word, but your absence has a voice. Beneath the skin, a shadow crawls, a silent scream inside these walls. Fragments sharp like winter's bite, in the quiet there's no light. I trace the scars that never fade, echoes of the promises we made. Time's a thief with crooked hands, leaving wounds that never mend. This heart, it bleeds in endless night, chasing dawn that hides from sight. A hollow chamber lost and cold, where love once lived, now tales untold. No bandage can this soul conceal, the ache of a heart that won't heal. this cause. Each breath a battle, each step unsure. In a war I cannot cure. This heart it bleeds in endless night, chasing dawn that hides from sight. A hollow chamber lost and cold, where loved ones live now, tales untold. No bandage can this soul conceal the ache of a heart that won't heal. Still this heart beats through the pain, a fragile flame in pouring rain. Those shattered pieces never realign. I hold the fragments as mine. The wounds remain, the tears reveal the truth of a heart that won't heal. The ache remains forever real. I wear this ache like broken glass, 1,000 shards where sunlight passed. Your memories a fading flame that burns in silence, calls my name. I tried to run, I tried to hide, but every shadow's by my side. This heart won't mend, it's torn and torn, a battlefield that's never won. I bleed in silence, scream inside, a soul that's lost but won't subside. No bone to heal, no hands to hold, just scars that whisper tales untold. Your ghost still dances in my veins, a haunting song that knows no change. I chase the dawn through endless night, but every step just fades from sight. I grasp for hope through tangled dreams, but nothing's ever as it seems. This heart won't mend, it's torn and torn, a battlefield that's never won. I bleed in silence, scream inside, a soul that's lost but won't subside. No bone to heal, no hands to hold, just scars that whisper tales This heart won't mend, it's torn and torn, a battlefield that's never won. I bleed in silence, scream inside, a soul that's lost but won't subside. No bone to heal, no head lost on your letters, still folded in time. Like a prayer I forgot how to write, I sleep on the edge of the words you once said, haunted by echoes that won't leave my head. Your shadow still leans on the door every night, like it's waiting for morning to set it right. But dawn never comes in this part of my mind, just the whisper of what we left behind. I'm trapped in the memory, locked in your flame, calling your name in a house with no name. The mirror still shows us, but only the lie. A moment too perfect to ever survive. These walls are made of yesterday's skin, and I can't break out, though I've tried to begin.